Hi, good morning children. How are you all? Yeah, very good. So today we will start with our English. Okay, take out your English textbook, standard 4th. Okay, this is your English textbook, standard 4th. Yeah, all are ready with your textbook? Yeah, very good. Now see, I have taught you this lesson in your last class. Do you all remember the 4th lesson, part 1, your own book of science? Do you all remember this? Yeah, very good. So today we will continue with the second part. Okay. So everyone are ready? Everyone did that small experiment. How many of you have done a book of science, your own book of science? Yeah, very good. So see the second part. Okay children. Now take out page number 8. Okay. I'll read the lesson and then I'll explain you. Okay. So this is the continuation of the same lesson. Okay. Your own book of science. Part 2, page number is 8. Okay, ready with your textbook? Yeah, very good. Now see, puzzles in your surrounding. Why does it hail even in summer? What do you mean by hail? Hail are small pieces or small balls of ice. Okay, hails means small balls or pieces of ice. आपण त्याला मराठीत गारा म्हणतो. माहिती आहे तुम्हाला गारांचा पाऊस पडतो. तुम्हाला आवडतो ना? तुम्ही वेचून खाता ना? That is called hail. Okay, gara means hail. Okay, hail are small balls or pieces of ice. Okay, now see, start with a lesson. Yeah, we feel very hot in summer. The sun shines brightly and the temperature is high, and then suddenly there are clouds in the sky and it starts raining. Not just water but even small balls of ice. We say it as has started hailing. Okay, the small balls of ice are called hailstones. See, the small balls of ice are called hailstone. Just underline the sentence. The small balls of ice are called hailstones. Why does it hail in the hot summer season? So what here? Sometimes it hails in summer season also. Means small balls of ice falls in earth, isn't it? Like it's raining even in hot summer. So what happened? One day it's very hot. Okay, summer season is going on, but it is not rainy season. Immediately the climate changes. Okay, and what happens? Clouds are formed and it starts raining heavily. While it's raining, some hailstones. Hailstones means that small balls of ice starts falling even along with the water. Okay, means it's raining along with water. So what it is called? We say it as started hailing. म्हणजे गारांचा पाऊस सुरू झाला. We say like that, isn't it? In normal Marathi, गारांचा पाऊस सुरू झाला. But in English we say as it has started hailing. Okay, how it hails? Along with water, small balls of ice, that is hailstones also starts. Okay, then why this happens? Do you all know why this happens? What is the reason behind it? Even in summer season, why it's hailing? Why the hailstones are falling? Okay, why it's raining in summer? So I'll tell you why it's raining. Okay, now see, as we move up from the land, the temperature begins to fall. Up in the sky, it is very cold. Even in the hot season, you don't know that there are water particles in clouds that we see in the sky, very high up in the sky. The water particles in the clouds turn into little bits of ice. So what happens? See, here we are living. Okay, here are plains, high, here plateaus. Okay, then again high goes the hills. Okay children, then higher than this is mountains. Okay, and below this is our sky. Okay, so above this one, see, we live in plains. Above that, what is present over there? Plateaus, and again hills, and then mountains. Mountain ranges, you know na, Mount Everest, same way it is very high. So what it is told over here? Above. Okay, when we higher we go here in plain region, we felt very hot. Okay, it's very hot. When we go higher, the temperature lows means it's lower. The temperature over there is very low. When we go at height, the temperature decreases. Okay, there we feel very cold even in summer. So what happens? Some water particles are present in the atmosphere. Then what happens when the air blows? Okay, when the air comes very fast, these water particles, see, these are the water particles present over here, and when the air comes from here, each water particle is pushed upward. Okay, what happens? Each water particle is pushed upward like this. Here it will form a big particle, big, small water particle, so many water particles will form a big ice cube. Okay, when it goes higher, what it happens? Over there the temperature changes, then it freezes, the water particle freeze into ice. Okay, so when it becomes big, it can't hold water. Then what happens? It starts healing, means each part of each small ball of hail fall on our earth. Okay, so you understood? See, it is given when we go high up in the sky, what happens? The temperature changes. Here it is hot. When we go little higher, there it is okay, it's not very hot. When we go more higher and higher in the sky, there is very cold temperature. So water particle present over here, we can't see that water particle. There are very small water particles, and these water particles are pushed by the air and they go up, and many water particles form a small ice cube. Okay, then so many water particles collect together and they form a big hailstone. Okay, then it can't hold water, so it fell down. Okay, falls down. Sometimes there are strong winds in clouds. They push their little bit of ice upwards, so they do not fall to the ground. They go up and collect more water particles. When freeze upon them, these tiny balls get bigger and bigger, then turn into hailstones. The very heavy hailstones then fall to the ground in the form of shower. Very tiny hailstones melt before they reach the ground. They turn into raindrops. But some hailstones reach the ground before they melt. So what I explained you, right? Small water particles are present in our atmosphere. So what happens? Air is blown. Okay, air comes very fast, and each water particle is pushed up in the sky, and they collects over there, and it becomes bigger, and the temperature is very high in the sky, so it becomes an ice, means it starts freezing. Okay, and when it can't hold, the weight is very much, then it falls to the ground. While falling, what happens? Some hailstones falls directly, but some while coming from the sky till the ground, they start melting. Okay, it start melting and only the water falls to the ground. Okay, and sometimes the hailstones also fall. Okay, which hailstones are bigger in size? Our sky is very high, isn't it, children? But from there the hailstones are coming. When they are coming down, the temperature is increasing. But when the temperature is increasing, it starts melting, and while coming to the ground, it is small, isn't it? So see the last para. A light shower of hail can be great fun, but a hailstorm can cause great damage to crops, plants and animals. So what? Small hailstones. Have fun, isn't it? We like it, isn't it? That rain season, we like it when the hailstones are very small, but if it is big, it can destroy our plants, isn't it? It can destroy our farmers' farm. Their animals will be harmed because of that. With small, we will not feel anything, but when they are very big, it will damage our plants and animals. Okay, now see here, one short news is given over here. Turn your page to 9, page number 9. See, Maharashtra was hit by a series of hailstorms in 2014. The hailstorm devastated thousands of acres of standing crops. Fruit crops were ruined. Birds and animals were killed and injured in large number. Farmers suffered heavy losses. This was a great natural calamity. So what happened in Maharashtra 2014? There was a hailstorm. Okay, hailstorm means very big hailstones are falling into our ground. Okay, so there was a hailstorm in 2014 in Maharashtra. So what happened? Many acres of land was destroyed. Devastated means destroyed. Okay, so devastated, this is a new word for you children. So underline that word and you can write over there, destroyed. Devastated means destroyed. And then what happened? Many standing crops means many farms. Okay, farmers are doing the farming, and when the crops are very big, if the big hailstone falls on the plant, it will destroy. So all was destroyed. All the crops, all the fruits were ruined. Ruined means also destroyed. Okay, and a large number of animals were killed because of what? Because the hailstones fall onto their body, and all animals got injured and some also died. Okay, so this was a great natural calamity. You can see over here in this picture on page number 9. See how big hailstones they are. Okay, so this can harm our plants, animals. Okay, so this had happened in Maharashtra during 2014. Okay, 2014 this year. So see here in page number 9, some activities given over here. Some interesting questions are given over here. Okay, I'll read for you. You may have other questions that puzzle you. Okay, you may have questions, some questions in your mind. Why this is happening? Why this is happening? You know. Then see, note down at least 10 such questions on the basis of your observation of things and events in your surrounding. Okay, you may be thinking, when fruits are ripe, okay, when they are ready, then why they directly fall to the ground? Okay, this is a question, right? You may be having, some of you, which children think, okay, and they always observe their surrounding, they always have such questions. Okay, so you have to list down 10 such questions. Okay, which you feel why it is happening like this. So here 3 interesting questions are given and I will be giving the answer of this. Okay, see, a few examples are given below. Your first question is, where do flowers get their color from? Where do flowers get their color? Do we sprinkle any magic on them? No. Then how? There are many different colors of flowers, isn't it? Rose is red in color, yellow in color, isn't it? Yellow, green, orange. Have you seen green? Yeah, there is green rose also. You just Google and see. Then why sunflower is yellow in color? Why not in another color? Why it is not black? You are feeling like this, isn't it? Why all flowers have different colors? How they are getting, from where they are getting the color? So such a pigment is present over in that. Okay, in that flower, the leaves, that side leaves have a pigment. Pigment means such water-like or chemical-like thing, and that gives color to that flower. Do you know what that chemical is called? I'll tell you. See, I'll write over here. The name of that pigment is anthocyanins. Okay, this pigment is present over in the flowers, so this chemical gives color to our flower. Okay, so you understood this question? Understood the answer also? Yeah, very good. Now see the second one. Why are leaves green? Now you just see outside. Now you are at home. Just look outside and see why the leaves are green in color. All leaves are green in color. Do you feel sometimes you observe this? Why leaves are green in color? Why they don't have another color? There is also something that, so you know what it is? Yeah, same thing. It has a pigment called chlorophyll. Which pigment it has? Chlorophyll. Okay. Which pigment it has? Chlorophyll. Okay children, it has chlorophyll. Which pigment it has? Chlorophyll pigment. Okay, so this pigment, this chemical gives color to the leaves, only green color. Okay, which color? Green color, because of this pigment. Another I told you is anthocyanins. It gives color to flowers. It gives color to flowers, okay, this pigment. And chlorophyll gives color to leaves. Which color? Leaves are green color. See the next question. Why does chopping an onion make you cry? Do you know while chopping an onion you always cry, isn't it children? You know why it is? Anyone knows why it happens like this? Okay, onion has a cells. Okay, onion has many cells like this in it. When you cut, you see many layers that are called cells, and when we cut that, okay, when we cut, each cell is torn and it has an acid called amino acid sulfoxide. Okay, onions have amino acid sulfoxide in it, and while cutting that cells, this amino acid just comes out and directly goes to our eyes, and our eyes always have water, okay, and it reacts with it. This chemical reacts with our water and some chemical reaction is formed over there, okay, and because of that chemical reaction, naturally water comes from our eyes. You understood what I told you? You should go and tell to your mom, okay? Mom, you know, while cutting onion, okay, while chopping onion, why you know why you are always crying? I'll tell you why. Why? Because amino acid sulfoxide is present in onion, okay? While cutting each cell, the amino acid comes out and directly goes to our eyes, and what happens? Our eyes already have water in it, and this acid goes to our eyes. We can't see it, okay? Then some chemical reaction happens and naturally our eyes start watering, okay? So you understood? These are all the names of chemicals which you don't have now. You will not understand also. All this you have to study in your 11th and 12th, okay children? But just go through it. You can understand, you can at least pronounce it, what it is called. First one I told you which gives color to it is anthocyanins, okay, and the second which gives color to our leaves is chlorophyll, and the last why we cry, because while cutting onion, is because amino acid sulfoxide is present in onion, okay. So you understood? These answers are very interesting, isn't it children? It's all new for you. You don't know why it happens, so I have given you informative thing, isn't it? So everyone just write the answer in your textbook, or you can make a book and write over there and find out more questions, and you can ask your parents. Now teachers are not along with you, so you can't ask us, so you ask your parents why this is happening, and if they even don't know, then you just Google it, okay? Okay children, these questions and answers are very interesting, isn't it? You like today's class? Yeah, very good. So okay, thank you children, bye.